Nope, and nope, and nope. Hiya dishies, do you want to go to the tip today? I do. I got online to see what their hours were and saw that they have Halloween, so let's go. Hi everyone, thanks for going to the tip with me. I'm going to show you what I got there, not only that day, but on some subsequent days, which I didn't film. I really only ran in. I've just been trying to go when I have a moment because they are constantly putting out Halloween things. So I want to show you, I have lots of things. Let's have a look. Some of these things I've already had. I didn't buy at the tip on this haul, like the dolly and the popcorn pumpkin and the tablecloth, which I'm using for a backdrop right now. We're gonna start with this little lady here because I'm gonna have to turn her off. She is a 1996 Trendmasters Hollow Scream animated witch from their Nightmare collection, and I do have the box over here. I paid $5 for her in the box, and I brought her home for my son because I didn't get him something else, which is what he really wanted, and he doesn't really want anything to do with her. These sell pretty well. She is a clapping action, but she really just kind of does her own thing. I'll show you what she does. And she'll just keep going around like that. So she's pretty fun. She lights up. She's battery operated. She has her little jack-o'-lantern below, and she is stirring her cauldron. And I think I'm going to list her in my Etsy shop. So hanging up on the wall behind her, I have these fabulous hard plastic pumpkin light string. You can see I kind of have them all over here. So there's 10 of those lights on a string. They're hard plastic. They're probably from the 80s and they work well. And I think I'm going to list those also. I listed Another set that I found, which I'll have to just insert a picture here. This was a Kurt Adler Taiwan set from Halloween World in the 1980s. And these were just so cool. I think the white really made them pop. And those had the faces on both sides. This set that I have here only has the faces on one side. But there are 10 of those, and they'll be listed in my Etsy shop. I have this very cool Fitco the Bat. This is from the Straight from the Grave set, which I think was in 2003, so it didn't quite make the vintage cut there, but let's take them out of the box. Well, I realized I had taken his batteries out once I got him out of the box, but I had this little clip that I had shot earlier when I was thinking of selling him, so he kind of moves around in a circle if you have him dangling. So yeah, he's I think his face is really cute. I really like him. My son wants to keep this one, so. These little cuties here that just go up by a suction cup, and you can see that they blink. The jack-o'-lantern is really cool. So they're kind of a hard plastic. They are made in China, but they're made by Easter Unlimited. Which is also known as Fun World, which is a company that started in 1963. And they're the company that created the ghost face mask that was used in the Scream movies in the 80s. These are probably from the 90s. This company is still in business. And I think I read that the owner claims to be one of the top 3 Halloween suppliers in the world. Anyway, they make a lot of masks and things. These were about $1 each. Yeah, and I just hang those up. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those or list those. They're not particularly valuable. I got this is just a sticky. You peel off the whole thing, and it's kind of a mesh metal sticky thing. I don't know what I might use that for. That was 50 cents. And I got her, oh my gosh, she is so cool. I got her at a thrift store that was a little bit out of town. She was in this bag, which had a little opening here. I was able to wiggle her out of there without undoing the staples. I don't know if she was originally in this package or not. This is a Spirit Halloween tag here. You can see the price tag here. That number does not elicit anything if you scan it in. This is a very old package, and I think the Spirit Halloween stores first opened in the 80s. She is a glow-in-the-dark bank. She is a hard plastic, but she's not that shiny hard like these guys. Oh my goodness. She's not the shiny hard like these guys. Anyway, she is super cool. Look at her face. She's just got the slightest hint of green on her. She's got a little airbrushing there. And she's a bank. See her little slot there? I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to get that bottom piece out, and I did not try. I'm not going to try. She does glow just ever so slightly. Probably if you set her in a window and then turn off the light at nighttime, she would glow just fine. But she is for sale in my Etsy shop, and she's kind of a hard to find piece. She is just spectacular, I think. And then these little cages I got at the tip, and he didn't charge me anything for them. Oh, my little ghosty, you can't see him. He's stuck in the cage there. That's just a little glass ghost I found a couple years ago, and I have him in there. So these are flower frogs. You'd stick them in the bottom of a vase, and you could prop up your flowers that way. And then there's a little plastic kitty whistle that I found a couple years ago, and a little bat ring. some ribbon. I've had those things. So I'll just be keeping those for my display, but they're really great to use for Halloween. You could use them for other times of year, but they kind of create a little spooky effect, whatever you put inside them. So I liked those. And I just found this little paper Halloween bucket, which I'll just use in my own decor. These they used to sell for the different holidays at World Market, and I don't think you can really find them anymore. So behind that little paper bucket is this little blow mold skeleton. And when I first saw these there was this skeleton one and there was a vampire one, which had more cracks and was in more rough shape. I wasn't sure what they were, but what they are, I believe, is to put your carved jack-o'-lantern on. So when you go get your pumpkin from the pumpkin patch and you carve it all up and you stick it out on your porch like that. So he was pretty cool. I didn't have my large pumpkin buckets out, and I of course don't have my jack-o'-lantern yet. I only had this one accessible, so it's kind of small and robotic looking, and I put a little collar of some ribbon on there for him. But yeah, you would put your jack-o'-lantern on that, and it's just a, you know, plastic blow mold. It's got, you can see there's a little crack in it, and it's a decent size. It's hollow. And I couldn't find any marking on it. To me, this is in line with some of those 90s pieces like these guys. I don't know, maybe it was made by Easter Unlimited also. Not sure. I didn't, like I said, I didn't get the vampire one because he had a lot more cracks in him. But it'll be really cool when I either put out my large plastic candy buckets or I put an actual carved pumpkin on him. I think that was mainly what I have for the Halloween things. I think so. I have a couple other fall type things. I couldn't pass up, and that bucket or the blow mold there, I think he was $3. They had almost everything marked at $3. This little shoe, which had come from an antique shop and was originally, I peeled off the tag somewhere. It was originally priced at $32. It said, great old 1800s shoe or boot stretcher on hinges. Now, I don't know anything about cobbler's pieces and what are stretchers and what are just forms. It does have hinges, and you can see they're pretty old there. And I meant to get a little postcard to stick in there. So you could use something like that to, you know, display an old card. This is Valentine's, but I can tell you what that's from. So I don't know, I thought I would just hang on to that and use it in my own display. This is a nice piece of Viking glass, which was only $1 or $2. And as you can imagine, at the tip, everything is full of dirt and grime. And so I got it home, and guess what? It's sick glass. See all that fading there? It doesn't come off. And I tried all my little tricks to get off calcifications, and it's just too etched. So somebody used this. I would call it a rose bowl. They often came with a flower frog, a glass flower frog, which I have plenty of inside. I saw someone on eBay selling these in about every color you could imagine for almost $20 a piece with the flower frog. So it's unfortunate. It's a pretty color. It's a well-made, nice piece of glass. I don't know how old they are. And I suppose I could use it for something or other, or I could just chuck it. So it's unfortunate, but you know, this is what happens when you pick things up in places that are dirty, and you just have to hope for the best sometimes. And look at this pretty thing here. This is a deer tile, which was meant for decoration. It's got a little hanging place for a little, you know, ring that you can use to hang it on. It's got a cork on the bottom. I guess you could use it for a trivet. And it is made, it says handmade ceramics by Source and Craft Products, West Yarmouth, Massachusetts. And I paid $2 for that, and that is a gift for a friend who probably will know who she is. And it was the illustration, which is so sweet and pretty, is by A. Bleckstein, whom I know nothing about. I also bought this pretty little print back here. It's just a print, but it's in an older frame. It was $2. I know you're just getting the glare there. Oops. There's the back of the frame there. I'll just keep that and hang it up here in my parlor where I have other pieces of art. And when I was kind of removing the back to take a look at the print inside, this little surprise 1950s Valentine came out. And isn't that kind of fun? I was kind of hoping that it, had some kind of secret love message that someone was kind of hiding in there, but that's not what it was, just a plain old card. And it says Hallmark on the back. And I'm guessing that 59 is probably the year. So there's that. And just a few little extra pieces. I got this little Christmas tin here. I don't know, for all I know, this was from the Dollar Tree. I think I paid $1 for it at the tip. You tell me, did this come from the Dollar Tree? Well, it's kind of cute. If it didn't come from the Dollar Tree, I'll probably sell it. If it did, you can go buy your own, and I'll just keep this one. And then a few little linens, which were 50 cents a piece, which I'm gonna keep. This is a Pillsbury feed sack, and I read somewhere, I think this was, it says Globe Mills, Pillsbury Mills. I think it was for some kind of livestock feed here. So it says Pillsbury's Feeds, and then there is something written here which is so faded. It's very, very faded, but it's a huge sack. I would say it probably held, 30 to 50 pounds. And then on the back, if you turn it inside out, it says Expando sack. So I thought that was I liked that term. So I will use that for something. I got this pretty little embroidered pillowcase that says Sweet Dreams. I got just kind of an older pinstriped dish towel. This is like a ticking pink pillow cover. It's not a pillowcase. It's got the zipper on it for covering your pillow and then putting the case on outside. And I really liked that. You cannot find those anymore. And then this he gave me for free, and you're not going to be able to see it, but it had a cute little kind of holiday embroider project on there with some birds, and it was nice and clear. Maybe it's not holiday, but it was nice and clear before I threw it in the wash and it completely faded. So it probably wouldn't be able to, I don't know, you'd have to really work at it to get it embroidered. So no matter, it was free. All right, well, that was a bit disjointed, but that is all I have for you for Halloween things that I bought at the tip. Everyone take care. Ta.